Guys, it's Nurse Jane, Nursing the Truth. Hope everyone's having a great evening. So go check out my video about purgatory and what it has to do with mythology and the Roman Catholic Church. You will be surprised. So as I have been talking about the Piso family, Aris Calpurnius Piso, and as pen name Josephus, he was in the Flavian household dynasty. And he was also out of the family genes of Mark Antony. So what is the big deal between him and Nero and Domitian? Well, as I've told you folks, Nero had his father commit suicide, and he banished him from Rome. And he was a general in Syria under various names in the writings of Pliny and Suetonius and Tacitus that knew him all too well. And so when Nero died, you had Galba, Ortho, Vitellius, and Josephus killed Vitellius. And Tacitus and Suetonius talks about that. And so then he starts ruling under the cuff with Vespasian, and after that Titus. Well, as rumors are, Domitian poisons Titus per se, but there's 2 or 3 accounts of different things that had killed Titus. But anyway, so now we have it where Josephus is secretly ruling with Titus and Vespasian, Titus being the last. And Josephus, because he was in the family, really got along well with Titus and Vespasian. But all too well, Domitian knew the kind of man he was, and he knew what he was up against and the lies and deceit this man was, and with his cronies, per se, in the Senate. And, during Domitian's reign, he knew he was going to be a problem to deal with. And, it's sad because Josephus had him killed and managed to assassinate Domitian, and then regained the power over the Roman Empire. And a major key to deciphering this from within the histories that they left us is to know the various alias or alternative names that were used, as I've told you. So, like I said, the Emperor Vespasian and Titus, they got along well with him. But it was a different story with Domitian. In fact, from material from the works of Pliny the Younger, he was secretly co-ruling with Titus, and perhaps even with Vespasian. And certainly the works of Pliny the Younger makes it clear that Aris Piso was secretly co-ruler with Emperor Titus, Emperor Nerva, Trajan, and possibly the Emperor Hadrian briefly, but he did not co-rule with Domitian. The historian Suetonius, aka Emperor Antonius Pius, says that Domitian is said to have poisoned his brother Titus in order to take control of the Roman Empire secret rule away from him. Once Domitian became emperor, he did make changes that took a lot of power away from the Pisos and their supporters. However, for some reason, Domitian kept Pliny the Younger really close to him, like keep your enemies closer. And Pliny the Younger was a part of the Piso family. He was like the step foster brother to Josephus by his father's marriage and royal ancestral connections. Arius, or Josephus' son, Julius Piso, did not approve of his father's creation and promotion of Christianity, but he realized that he could do nothing to prevent it, but he could help people to uncover it, as he did by giving the information about it in the book of Revelation. At the same time, the Jews who had witnessed the creation of this were likewise giving information, much like Julius Piso in their Talmud. In short, the information given by the Jews of the time, the Pharisees and scribes, was not only other further confirmation, but both confirmed and added to the information given by Julius Piso in the Revelation. Arius's, or Josephus' son, Justus, wrote as Justin Martyr, friends, I hate to tell you, and was a favorite son, as he was most like Josephus himself. Justus was thought of as Josephus' successor. However, Josephus appeared to want to be closer to another one of his sons called Proculus Piso. When Josephus got into older age, he married and moved to Athens about the year 100. He did so in order to protect himself from those who would seek to kill him, and his son Proculus and his wife had moved there as well. And Josephus at that point became very close to Proculus and his family, particularly Silanus, Proculus' son. In 95, a son of Josephus was killed by Emperor Domitian. According to the information left in the history of time, that son appears to have been Josephus' son Alexander, and he was killed because he had tried to assassinate Emperor Domitian, but he had failed and then was killed by Domitian. And when Josephus and his family found out, they tried once again to assassinate Domitian. It is in the works and in the ancient writings. I believe it is in Tacitus or Suetonius. This is one of those. I've read it in my books, and it did say that Antonius or Aris Antonius or Antonius Primus, his son Alexander, was killed by Domitian. So right on the money. This time it was Proculus Piso, with the help of Pliny the Younger and Domitian's wife, Justus Piso, may have been involved as well. Josephus, his mother, and his sister Fania had been banished from Rome by Domitian. But after they killed Domitian, they installed the elderly Nerva to replace him as emperor. In exchange for that, Nerva repealed their banishment and recalled Josephus and his family back to Rome. There was a good reason why Josephus' family disliked Domitian. For one thing, he had been a close friend of Emperor Nero, as was Vitellius and Ortho. And secondly, Josephus had been secretly co-ruling with Titus, Domitian's brother, and had he expected to continue that role with Domitian. But Domitian knew that Josephus hated him and would kill him if he got the chance. So instead of letting Josephus co-rule with him, he sent him off to Panoia as a general to govern there. And Josephus remained there as long as Domitian wanted. The Pisos had a farm in Bithynia, and many people do not realize that. And even Pliny the Younger talks about that place, how beautiful it was and how big it was, and that he shouldn't have a problem. And it's in the countryside, and it's very pretty, where he can do his little writing. So anyway, friends, I hope you have enjoyed this little quick video. You may find this at academia.edu under the title Arius Piso and the Emperor Domitian. And very good stuff here, y'all. It is in the history books as far as the Suetonius, the 12 Caesars, the Tacitus Annals, and Pliny the Younger with the letters. And also, wouldn't hurt to read Tacitus the Histories, which I already have. So anyway, friends, what do you think about all this? I mean, Josephus was a very busy man with his family members. Um, you know, killing, poisoning, trying to rule and be the big dog, writing. He was very well versed in Greek and Latin and Hebrew and Aramaic, very smart man. And who knows, he could even have been the son of Caligula. So we might do a video on that as well, friends. And that would make total sense of it all. Why he was the madman that he was. Bipolar, I think, or schizophrenic. So anyway, have a great evening, guys. I'm fixing to go make some supper. Probably going to be my last video of the night. We'll see you back in 1 or 2 days. Hotep and Ashe, and keep searching. Keep searching for truth, friends. Have a great evening. Goodbye.